What's up, y'all? So Anthony Edwards is back in the news again, and it's not about his play. It's about a statement that he made about former NBA players. But I'm going to let Molly read the statement for y'all. Let them know, Molly.
All right, Hollywood Steve. In his recent interview with the Wall Street Journal, Anthony Edwards was asked how his generation compares to the ones before him and said, quote, "I didn't watch it back in the day, so I can't speak on it. They say it was tougher back then than it is now, but I don't think anybody had skill back then. Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill, you know what I mean? So that's why when they saw Kobe, they were like, oh my God. But now everybody has skill."
So that's what Anthony Edwards said. And I'm going to give him some grace because I know that he's young. I know that he's only 23 years old. But he even explained that when he was younger, he didn't even really watch basketball. He was more of a football guy. But when he did watch basketball, it was only to see Kevin Durant play. But I'm going to let him tell y'all that in his own words.
To ask you, Ant, since we have Fan Fest with Fanatics, did you have any collectibles, trading cards, or anything growing up?
No, I wasn't a basketball guy. Yeah, I ain't have none. Only person I knew was Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it. Everybody else, yeah, I didn't watch basketball too much, but when he played, I watched. But I was a big football guy. I used to watch Adrian Peterson a lot.
Yeah.
So as y'all can see, Anthony Edwards paid more attention to football than he did basketball when he was growing up. But a few former NBA players, they didn't take that statement too kindly, and they're going to address Anthony Edwards based on that statement that he made. Here, let's take a listen to what Magic Johnson had to say.
Anthony Edwards just said the other day that there really wasn't any skilled players in the NBA back in the day outside of Michael Jordan. That's what he said. Your response to that, Irvin Magic Johnson?
Well, you know, I don't never respond to a guy that's never won a championship. There's not nothing to really say. He didn't win a college championship. I don't know if he even won a high school championship. So
that's what Magic Johnson had to say. But now, let's take a listen to what Kevin Garnett had to say.
If I'm being honest, bro, I don't think anybody in this generation could have played like 20 years ago. If I'm being 100, and this is to Ant, this is to everybody in our league, Tatum, all y'all. Let me tell y'all something, bro. 20 years ago, bro, you couldn't get to a triple step back.
Nah.
You hear what I'm saying to you? You couldn't get to a triple step back, and then if you shot that shit, it had to go in. You know why? Because we had efficiency back in the day, my dude, and it was so fucking hard. It was too physical. And guess what? The league had to come off of it for the flow of movement to be able to have scoring go up, which is why we like to sit here and watch kind of the rat race of the high-paced game, right? But bro, let's not talk about the gamemanship, and let's not talk about the physicality of the game back then. Real shit, because I only think half these kids in the league could have been on an NBA team 20 years ago.
Straight up.
The locker room was too, it was too grown.
You know what I watched too? You know what I watched?
It was two of them. It was too much of a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man.
Just the handshake. How?
No, bro. It was a different vibration. David Stern did a great job of taking all of the physicality out of the game. You understand? Freedom of movement means freedom of movement. Man, back in the day when you had to get by Paul, because Paul was squared up with you and ready to slide, and then he could body you, he could poke, he could use his hands, but I can use my hands.
I could fight through a screen.
Bro, the shit that we saw in the Olympics was similar style play, when the guard could ride you damn near over the pick,
yeah.
And if you don't know how to get out of that, and a nigga like Holiday, when he come out and he get over, he there. Right. So if you go to cross him, bro, you don't even, that's what I'm saying, bro. Man, the levels in which you had to be not only strong enough, but skilled enough to get by this nigga in front of you. You understand? And then, they ain't never seen a 6'7" Rodman guard you. Bro, I see you. And you know, you're in the scout report. We know you go left. We know you can finish right, but you go left to pull up. Bro, everybody knows. Bro, niggas watching the games back then, Isaiah Thomas and the Dumars, man, Dumars shut Jordan down. Bro, they was coming
They
to
was
the
in- I
lane,
think-
bro. You
I
might
think-
get your nose broke trying to dunk. You understand? Dwayne Wade broke Cole's nose in the All-Star game. Man, bro, it's just different. It was very different back then, bro. Real shit. I'm talking about in the locker room. You can't be on your phone in the locker room. Can't. Bro, 20 years ago? Nah, nobody in this era could have played 25 years ago. We said that. And I'm talking about not just the play and all the skill that everybody got, actually was called bad shots and lack of efficiency. It was until they start fucking with all the data and saying take more threes than twos. Before then, we played ball, bro. We didn't give a fuck about all that other shit. And the GM couldn't come down and say, put into a game plan with a coach like Doc or D'Antoni talking about, we trying to get touches and touch the paint. Bro, I didn't see.
Yeah, it's hard to say more skill.
That's what I'm trying to say,
Nobody
bro.
in this era has a mid-range.
You couldn't get, nobody.
Nobody in this era has a post game.
And the ones that do look amazing. Look at
Yeah.
Shea. Shea got a mid-range.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's only like a few of them got.
that's what I'm
like-
saying, bro. 2 dribble, pull up.
Yeah, they don't.
Try
got-
to do, okay, young fella, if you hear me, and then y'all exhaust the ball. Y'all are dribbling the air out of the ball.
Right.
Y'all dribble the ball 100 times more than another nigga.
Right.
Catch it off the bounce. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, pull
Right.
up. Let me see you do that off the bounce.
Right.
Let me see your skill work off that. I ain't even known it like this, but bro, you can't come from niggas and not expect a rebuttal on shit. Bro, real shit, it was totally different. And you had to have that work, and you had to
Yeah.
really work on your shit. And it wasn't no, you was out 2-3 games, man. Your teammates, hey bro, what you doing tonight? You going? Nah, I can't go, man. My toenail off, man. I can't. Nah, bro, you can't even come in here and lead no niggas like that. You hear me?
Nah.
So you had to strap it up, and you had to get out here. You had to dive on the floor. You had to get in the rumble. Yeah.
Right.
Real shit. You had, man, it was men leading men. Yeah, ain't none of these niggas been in no lockout. And Anthony Edwards don't know what's going on with the league policy. This, bro, you understand what I'm talking about? The leader, bro. Man, I can't even
bro,
have
you
this
can't
conversation.
say this.
'cause
You
it
can't
ain't the
even
same.
say it if you ain't watched.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
Like,
then
don't
you say I didn't
that,
watch.
and don't say you didn't
Oh man,
watch.
Jordan, the only one has skill. Yeah, I know you didn't watch the game.
So that's what Kevin Garnett had to say. And I want to know from y'all, do y'all agree with Anthony Edwards' statement, or do y'all agree with the former NBA players? Let me know in the comments below. But what I'll say is this, is that Anthony Edwards just don't know. In fairness to him, he did say he didn't watch basketball like that back in the day. But in my opinion, it's been a lot of skillful and talented players to come through the NBA. Like you got Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Gilbert Arenas, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett. You know, you got a lot of these guys, Steve Francis, Baron Davis. It's a lot more that can be named. You can even name guys who had a lot of potential but got hurt. Anthony Hardaway. And then you also had Grant Hill. So, like, I disagree with Anthony Edwards' statement, but like I was saying, he just don't know. But I want to know y'all thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got for today. Until next time, let's roll.